Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Clay Rammage, back again with a Goodwill bins haul, small one, and a few other items miscellaneous items that I've picked up over the last couple weeks as well to show you guys. So, welcome. It's a great Tuesday when I'm filming this. This actually won't show until Saturday, but I'm trying to get ahead of the game this week because it's going to be a super busy week. Because one of the things that did, and I'm not sure if you guys know, I used to do upholstery. I had an upholstery business for like 15 years, and I agreed to do dining room chairs. This little guy right here, how do I point? There. There's 6 of them, so that's going to keep me busy, and I need to get them done before Christmas, so that means a lot of work, more than I anticipated, but that's okay, we're good. So yeah, so we'll be working on that. So I need to get the videos and my hauls all done ahead of time so that I can spend more time doing that. Anyway, so let's just get right into the haul. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you to all my new subscribers. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. That way you'll get notified whenever I post new videos. And please feel free to comment on the things you like, you don't like, whatever. And what I'm trying to do is have the stuff listed on eBay before the video posts. So if there's something you see, check my eBay store, see if it's there. If it's not, check the sold listings because it may have already sold. And the things in the background are also, with the exception of Mr. Teddy, my mascot, you can find in my eBay store as well. So if you see something in the background you like, go for it. Oh, and my mannequin head. I need that for photo shoots. But anyway, I keep making all these exceptions, don't I? But anyway, it's all right. So yeah, so I got my nice coffee this morning. Let's just get into it. One of the advantages, I have a booth at an antique store, and one of the advantages of working there is that you have people bring stuff in that they want to sell. So we had a lady bring in some Joseph Originals, the birthday angels, still with the tags and the labels on them and the bottom, and the ones I have here are all in excellent condition. No chips, cracks, they're simply beautiful. This is for the 12th birthday. This one's for the 11th birthday. Again, another beautiful. This one's more of a light purple. Here's another pink one. This is for the 10th birthday. These are fabulous pieces, and the Joseph's Originals are a little more expensive than some of the others like the Lennox. Yeah, I love this one with the telephone, isn't that cute? This is the 13-year-old. And this one has a little different Joseph Originals label on it, so it's of a little different era, but I don't know much about these to tell you. George Good Corporation. George Imports, a division of George Good. Anyway, so yeah, so I have those 4. I'm going to be selling those, I think, for $12.50 each because I want to move them quickly. I don't want them to sit around. They're typically $15 to $20. But again, I got a great deal on them and I'd like to move them quickly. So off they go. And I found this book. It's Mary Poppins Comes Back. This was published in 1935. This particular one is a library edition. And so it's got all of the library stamps in it. And here, library books, many times when they're withdrawn, they either say withdrawn or in this case, discard. And this is the 1935 edition, first edition. So, and I paid $1.99 because it was senior day. I got 25% off, so that was $1.50 plus tax, and then I rounded up, so it still cost me $2 even. This was at a local thrift store, not at a Goodwill, so I feel good about rounding up at their place. And then I went to the bins. I went in the morning like I usually do, but then I went in the evening, which I never have done before. So I got there about 4:30, and what surprised me is that they were already hauling bins out, but they weren't bringing them back in. So apparently at night they slowly pull them all away, and that's why when you get there, that's why people want to be there first thing in the morning, because they're all fresh new bins, which is kind of what I suspected, but I wasn't sure. So there wasn't a lot for me to pick from, because they'd already taken the 2 rows of household that they have. Those were gone. So they had the kind of the miscellaneous shoes, clothes, bags, luggage rows, and some couple clothes rows, and then they took the book rows away, so I didn't even get over to the books. But I did find some things while I was there, and the most unusual and thing was this red pocketbook. I'm going to call it a pocketbook, because inside it is, on the outside it's actually ostrich, and I believe this to be actual ostrich, not imitation ostrich, and I'll show you why in a minute. And it's got these on both sides like loops, so I assume you could put it on your belt if you wanted to. It zips, it zips kind of a 3/4, no, kind of a half zip, not even a 3/4, because this side doesn't zip. It's got a side on it there, so it's for getting money in and out, but also it says each pocket is labeled. This one says tickets, this one says amount collected, this one says tickets here, and then it says amount to bet. So to me, this is a gambling wallet. So you could take this to the casino and track how much money you're betting and collected, and all that is kind of cool. Now, why do I think this does have a name on the back that I'm going to attempt to get off? But why do I think it's actual ostrich? If you look on the inside, see how it still has the dimples from where the feathers would have attached to the skin? If this was imitation cowhide, that would only be on one side, not on the back side. And if you look closely at these dimples, they have the hole where the feather would have gone through. So I know it's kind of gross, but that's one of the ways that you can check, because if it was imitation, they just take a stamp and stamp it, and it's very uniform. It doesn't have that amount of variety that this has on it. So that's kind of cool. So I have no idea how much this would be worth or anything, but when I didn't think, I probably should have shut that record off. I had a record playing in the background. I just realized it, with Christmas music. So anyway, so yeah, so that's a fun little item that I was surprised to find. And then this was actually the first thing I found. It's a Wisconsin Badgers hat, new with the tag still on it, and this is a top of the world toe caps. And we actually know a lot of people from Wisconsin, so this is actually going to be a gift. And actually it's not, it does have a stain now that I look at it. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here along the brim. It's a little darker color than it is in the other places. So it's possible somebody used it and just didn't take the tags off. Huh, I'll have to see about that. Anyway, and then another item for sale, because these next two I'm going to keep. I found this Suncoat travel bag. It's a vintage travel bag. Suncoat Travel from Walnut Creek, California. The bag itself is in excellent condition, and it's a vinyl. It's made in Hong Kong. There's a little tag here, made in Hong Kong. And so yeah, these vintage travel bags can be collectible, especially when they're in excellent shape like this one is. So, and we sell these down at the Pink Elephant, so this will probably go down there. We sell a lot of travel related and airline related stuff for some reason. People come in looking for it specifically. All right, now this I bought. I'm really surprised again, because the household bins weren't out, but this was in one of the clothing bins, and that is this. Oops. It's a toilet replacement kit, and I picked this up because we do have one problem toilet, I'll call it, has some few little quirks to it. Still works, but it has some quirks. So bought this because I thought it'd be great to replace ours, and since I spent $6 all total for all of this stuff, so it didn't hardly cost me anything. So that was a couple dollars for the plumbing. And then found this shirt. But look, it's a flame shirt. That's right, I'm keeping it. I think it's a size large, but it didn't look too large. Some larges are really large. It is a little large for me, but I'm going to try it because I like it. I've been wanting a little flame shirt for a while. Then the last shirt I was all excited about because it's a Hamlin shirt. Our daughter went to Hamlin University, and my wife has Hamlin wear, but I didn't have anything, so now I have a Hamlin shirt to go along with it. So that was exciting. But yeah, so it was kind of slim pickings. But I know now not to go at 4:30 because you won't find much. They did have a bunch of CDs and those bins out and stuff, but I didn't. I did look through those, but I didn't find anything because again, those have been out all day. They don't change out the books or the CD, DVD, movie bins, but once a day. So that's why people first thing in the morning go swarming. That's the first thing they go to, some of them, because like there's one guy that I know there, he's another reseller, but he does almost exclusively DVD, CDs. So so that's where he goes, and it's nice because those are small, doesn't take up much room, and he can deal with them fairly easily, as opposed to me, which my eclectic mix of stuff is a little more difficult to deal with because it's, some of it's small, some of it's big, some of it's in between, some breakable, some not. It's just hodgepodge. So that's one of the things I've been thinking about is trying to, do a more target type of product, kind of narrow down what I've been doing and focus it a little more to that which I know sells well, sells quickly, not necessarily large profit, but quick sales, which is my business model. I'm looking for a quick price. I'm not looking for high dollar max profit. So based on that, I have been making some changes in what I pick up and what I don't. So I will be picking up probably less. I've been trying to focus more on just vintage stuff and less trying to sell some of the newer modern stuff. Although I have sold some of that, it's just not what I like. So if I'm going to do this, let's do what I like, right? So we do artwork, we do hankies and scarves. Yes, I'm still so amazed that I got into the hanky scarf business, but it's done well for me. So hey, you go with where it works, right? And the collectibles market, so that's more of what I'm going to focus on. Obviously jewelry, I've done very, very well with jewelry and artwork. Those are probably my two largest money makers. And collectibles have been good too. I'm dabbling into electronics, although if you've been watching some of my older videos over the last few months, I have picked up some vintage stereo equipment. Vintage as in 20 plus years, not necessarily the golden age, which is the 60s and 70s, which that's what people are really looking for. But I'm picking up stuff from the 80s and 90s, which still has value, but I'm going to put those down at the Pink Elephant because I'm expanding my space a little bit, and I'm going to open it up with some more of this electronic stuff because it's right outside of a room that's called the record room. So it's full of records, and a lot of people go in there just to look for records. So my shelving unit will be right outside of that. So I'm going to put in all this electronic equipment and go from there. I keep saying a lot of us today, but that's because I'm on the fly here. I have a lot of stuff to show. Anyway, that's kind of where we're at, guys. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate all the support, all the comments, and we'll catch you next time.